afternoon, 7:42. Today is the date and time set for our final pretrial.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Lisa, I'm on behalf of White Lake Township.
Good afternoon. And you are Mr. Lanto, correct?
I prefer to be called Broken on YouTube now, but...
Prefer to be called what?
Broken on YouTube.
Broken on YouTube?
That's what I would prefer to be called.
Alright, well, I'm going to call you Joshua Peter Lanto just to make the record clear, because that's the name that your case is.
Well, I'm not that name. Like somebody can't be their name.
All right. Well, I'm not going to argue that point with you, Mr. Lanto. We're here for a final pretrial, and you're appearing before me, and you're identified as Joshua Lanto.
Well, I'm appearing on Zoom, and last time we were on Zoom, I got muted, and we timed the stream out early. So is that going to happen today before I can voice any timely objections?
Well, as of right now, you're still on the record.
Okay, perfect.
All right. So this is the final pretrial. I'm assuming, Ms. Hamami, have you had an opportunity to discuss this matter with Mr. Lanto?
Judge, not today. I know that we have spoken in the past, and as with any other drug law license suspended, I'm offering Mr. Lanto the same type of resolution, and that is if he pleads guilty to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, the people will move to dismiss count 1. That is the offer I would have made at the outset, and that continues to be the offer today.
Okay. Mr. Lanto, do you wish to take advantage of that offer?
I would like to make a counter offer and allow Ms. Ameme to dismiss this nolle prosequi and just be done with this, so we don't have to keep coming back over and over and over again.
All right, you can make that offer, but I'm asking first.
I think that's a generous offer.
All right, I'm going to just repeat again. She made the offer to you first. Are you accepting that offer?
I made the counter offer on the record.
Okay, so you're not accepting her offer.
Will she accept the counter offer?
Ms. Hamami, are you going to nolle process case?
No, Judge.
All right. So, Mr. Lanto, her answer is no.
So she wants to continue to waste the court's time. And she wants to continue to try to use legalized extortion to get money from it.
Mr. Lanto, that's fine, but you have to make responses to me. If I ask you a question, you need to respond so I know how to proceed.
I am talking to you.
Okay, my question to you was, are you accepting or denying Ms. Hamami's offer?
I've made my position clear. I've made my position clear with the paperwork I dropped off on the outset of any of these proceedings.
Mr. Lanto, it just needs to be a yes or a no.
Am I gonna?
Need to know how to proceed at this point in time.
Am I gonna be compelled?
Do you wish to accept Ms. Hamami's offer?
At this time, I will state on the record I will invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent and not say anything.
Okay, but the Fifth Amendment right has nothing to do with a yes or no as to whether or not you're accepting an offer.
The right to remain silent.
It says you have the right to remain silent. Does the court recognize my right to remain silent?
All right, I'm going to indicate that Mr. Lanto is not accepting your offer at this time, Ms. Hamami.
She's speaking for you now.
Objection. I don't want the court speaking for me.
Well, I can speak on your behalf if I'm asking you a question and you're not.
No, you can't, because the question was directed to me to answer.
I don't know who's talking, who's speaking to you, Mr. Lanto.
Jesus.
This is a court hearing, so unless you're going to identify yourself, please stop being part of the record.
You're Jesus. I'm your God. You won't be able to do nothing to me.
Okay, you're gonna, Mr. Lanto, I need to speak to you during this pretrial. I don't know who's with you. But
God.
again,
His
this
name's
is
God.
a regular court hearing. You can't have somebody in the back making comments.
You don't know me.
If he wants to put his appearance on the record, if he's an attorney, I'll allow him to speak. But if not, he has to be quiet so we can make the record clear. All right? So this is a final pretrial to determine whether or not you want a jury trial or a bench trial.
A jury trial, I am not letting anybody prosecute this from the bench.
All right, so you're asking for a jury trial.
I'm asking to dismiss this case. That's what I've asked.
Okay. We'll set this matter for a jury trial. And you've indicated previously that you do not wish to have a court-appointed attorney represent you. Is that correct?
Only for consultation and administrative purposes only. So if you want to assign that attorney now for only consultation purposes, I will speak for myself, and I will be the only one that will be speaking. But I will retain them for administrative and for consultation purposes only.
I can't assign you an attorney for administrative purposes only. I can assign an attorney for you if you wish to come to the court or have the paperwork filled out, submit the request for court-appointed counsel. I can review it and make a determination. But you've not filled out any of the paperwork. So if you wish to, my clerk can email you a copy of the form that you need to fill out, or you can come to court and get a copy of the form and fill it out, and I will happily review it and appoint an attorney for you.
Okay.
But as of right now, I don't have that documentation. So do you intend to do that? I'll make a note of that.
I would like to do that, and like I said, for only administrative purposes, this attorney is not to be speaking for me.
Okay, I just have to indicate again, this is misdemeanor court, and it's a little bit different. I can't appoint an attorney for administrative purposes only. I either appoint an attorney for you,
Does the court in Clarkston operate different than the court in Pontiac? Because the court in Pontiac did that for me.
Well, they could operate differently for those type of purposes, yes.
Okay, well then,
only applying the law.
I don't. The only reason why I can appoint an attorney for you at public expense on a misdemeanor matter if there's any possibility of incarcerating you. This is one of those types of cases where even if I find you guilty, it's probably an assessment of fines and costs only. So I don't know that there's actually a need for an attorney. It certainly would probably help you if you had an attorney represent.
well, I need to get this dismissed because I came up and I delivered paperwork to the court, and the reason that the court is indicating that my license is suspended, and I'm not admitting to guilt by any means. The only reason that the system is showing that I have a suspended license, it should not be suspended. I can guarantee you that. I will say that on the record.
I cannot make a preliminary decision on that. Like, again, that has to go to a trial. I haven't looked at your record, to be honest with you, Mr. Lanto.
Wow.
Set a pre-trial in April. That's what you want to do early. So we'll set a final pre-trial in April 2023. We'll send you that notice in the mail.
Okay, and then anytime.
Your bond will be continued.
So we're setting a bond in this matter?
It's been set. You already have a bond. Just in regard to the court-appointed attorney, form, are you going to come into court to get that, or do you want us to email it to you?
Oh, you can email it to me.
Do we have your email address?
I don't know. It's on my YouTube page.
I don't look at your YouTube page. Can you give me your email address, please?
The White Lake Police told you to look at it, or Miss Meme told you via the White Lake Police to look at it.
Just give email address, please.
Joshua.lanto@gmail.com.
Okay, wait. I can't write that fast.
It's just like my name is spelled, joshua.lanto@gmail.com.
Okay, so Joshua.lanto
Correct.
at Gmail, did you say?
Correct.
At gmail.com?
Correct.
All right. We will email you that form. You need to get it back to us as well. Get it back back to us when you can so we can appoint an attorney for you. That's what you desire. All right?
Judge, there is one other matter. I filed in the unrelated case number 2021-1844 and 1845, which is already set for jury trial. I filed a motion to adjourn, motion for first adjournment of jury trial. I mailed it U.S. mail, Judge, on August 29th. You may or may not have received it. I scheduled it for hearing that motion on September 13, which is next week. If Your Honor would prefer me to renotice that hearing for another date to coincide with one or both of those cases, I'm happy to do that.
And then may I also add, does Miss MMA have any proof of service on any of the forms she indicated that she sent to me?
Well, I don't have that motion in front of me, but I know there's a final pretrial on the other matter on October 11th.
So there, but the question, my question was, and I'm trying to be respectful.
Mr. Lanto, you got to let me finish speaking. Maybe I'll answer your question. We'll set once you set the motion for the same date as the final pretrial. That way, Mr. Lanto doesn't have to appear on an extra date.
What was the date, Judge, of the next pretrial?
11th at 2 p.m.
So I will renotice that hearing, and I will send first class mail to both Mr. Lanto and the court with proof of service.
What address are you going to send it to?
The address that I have is 2729 Cloverdale in Highland.
Okay, well, right now I am not carrying a permanent address, so people can't come and try to hunt me down and try to, arrest me and come to my house.
Well, where do you want me to?
I don't know.
I
don't know. You tell me. You don't care. You don't care if I had any proof of service before.
Mr. Lanto, then it will be if you're refusing to give an address, it will be sent to your last known address. Part of your bond conditions require that you keep us updated in regard to what your addresses are. We can't just send a.
Well, I live on the planet Earth.
Well, you're going to have to do better than that.
Well, I can't. Okay.
In the United States.
I'm telling you right now that I'm going to allow her to set your next pretrial is October 11th.
In the state of Michigan.
At 2 p.m. And I'm going to have her notice the motion up for that same date, so you don't have to come back on another date. I'm trying to make that convenient for you.
Well, each time I already put in writing that I charge $15,000 per time per appearance, and you said okay on the record that you understood and that you got the paperwork and you understood it. So should I just bring my invoice up there? I mean, if we're going to voluntarily contract, you've already said you got it and you understood it.
We're not voluntarily contracting. This is a criminal proceeding.
Well, when you say on the record that you got the paperwork and you understand it,
I didn't say I was granting anything, did I?
But you said you understood it, and then you asked me to come back.
Different.
Well,
saying I understand something is different from what you're trying to apply.
Could you please elaborate on that for me? Because if I drop off the paperwork and then you say you have it and you understand, and then you ask me to come back, that's voluntarily contracting.
So, Mr. Lanto, these matters are concluded. We will send you official notice of your new court date, which will be sometime in April. And on the other matter, I'll see you on October 11th at 2 p.m. And Ms. Mommy, you can forward that new notice along with the proof of service.
Will do, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Hey, dude, I can help you. Because she doesn't know who I am, and fuck her and her record, right?
Are we live?
Yeah, no, we're not live. I didn't do that live. But
Okay.
look.
Was that money or was that money?
We're going to set it up professionally,
There's
too.
a family court date tomorrow.
Well, we're going to do it on a lawn, on public somewhere, okay? So you're going to say, I can't help, I don't have an address, and I live on the street on the planet Earth.
Right.
And when I can't tell a person where to sit and where not to sit.
Right?
That's all you got to do.